his or her own opinion. There will come a time at some point where you're going to have to write a letter to somebody to try to persuade them to your point of view. Whether it be as simple as a menu change on a school lunch, or as important as saving an endangered species. You're going to learn how to successfully write a letter that supports your opinion without offending the opposite point of view.
Yeah. Really?
Yes.
As much as we may want to, it is important to remember to never start right away on the draft of your letter. Jotting down and organizing your thoughts is a crucial step that can either make or break your letter. This organizer is a great way to organize your thoughts for a persuasive letter. First, you must come up with your topic or main idea. For this example, the main idea of this letter will be, students should be given 10 extra minutes of lunch. This is going to be what all of my supports will be centered around. When coming up with my reasons, I must make sure of two things. One, my supports are going to be something my reader will care about. I may like to have the extra time to talk with my friends, but my reader may not find that important enough to support my opinion. Two, my reasons are respectful of the other point of view. In some debates, it is important to make sure that my words won't offend my reader or put down the other point of view. That may often make your reader not agree with your side. My main idea is to extend the lunch period by 10 minutes, so my 3 reasons need to support why I feel this way. My first reason I'm going to use is lets students eat their entire lunch. Now that I have my first reason, I have to give 3 whys in order to show why I feel this is important to include. My second reason I feel is important is students will be able to complete personal matters. Once again, I must make sure that I give 3 whys to explain my reason. Whenever writing a persuasive letter, always end with the reason you find to be the most persuasive. In this instance, I feel my next reason may be the most important. Students have a little extra time to relax. At first it may not sound important, but after going through my whys, may seem to be a very good reason. Now that I have finished my 3 reasons, I can see I need to have a conclusion. Whenever completing a persuasive letter, my conclusion is simply going to be restating my main idea.
So now that I'm done filling out my graphic organizer, it is time for me to start my rough draft. So my following paragraphs need to include this information.
Paragraph 1, you need to have the main idea for your paper and simply state your 3 supports to your opinion. Paragraph 2, you will begin with your first reason as your topic sentence. Then follow that with your 3 reasons why. Your next 2 paragraphs are going to take the same shape using your other 2 reasons. Then your very last paragraph is going to look almost identical to your first paragraph, just with slight changes to the wording and organization of your sentences. Also include what we refer to as the call to action. This is the statement or question that will make your reader have to respond to your letter. For this letter, the call to action will be, do you think we can add an extra 10 minutes to lunch starting next marking period? This way, my reader, who would be the principal in this case, will have to give a response to my point of view.
Once you have filled out your graphic organizer, your rough draft will be super easy and quick to write. Make sure that you read through your work several times to make sure that your sentences flow and that your wording is correct. Then edit your own work, then have a peer edit your work or a teacher, and then you'll be ready for your final complete draft. Once you have that finished, you will have a perfect persuasive letter written.